One of the major confusions of the MCU is the canonity of former Marvel TV shows, because now we have the MCU, they're doing these Disney Plus shows that are actually directly tied to the MCU movies. But before that, we had shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., all the Netflix shows with Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Punisher and all that stuff. And so especially with bringing back some of these characters like Charlie Cox's Daredevil, like Vincent D'Onofrio as the Kingpin, it brings up the question of, are those shows canon, and is this the same version of those characters, and what other characters could possibly return in the future? And one of the biggest ones that fans for the longest time have wanted to see make her way into the MCU proper is Chloe Bennet as Daisy Johnson, aka Quake, from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., of course, was the first real live-action Marvel TV show that originally was supposed to be directly tied to the MCU because it took Agent Coulson from the Avengers movie, brought him to TV, and Chloe Bennet's Quake was one of the best parts of that show. Right up until the end, definitely one of the best acting jobs on the show, and just my favorite character from the series. So, obviously that show ended a couple years ago, I believe in 2020, and so now, all these years later, obviously, we would love to see her make a comeback. I mean, she would just fit in so well with some of these characters. Imagine seeing her as a part of an A-Force team-up with, like, all the female heroines of the MCU, another project that people have been clamoring for a while now. I think Quake would be a great addition to that team. But most of all, at least what's been rumored and what's been theorized about, is Secret Invasion, because this just makes the most sense for her to be a part of, because Secret Invasion is the closest to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that we're going to be having in the MCU so far. Because this show, it's very spy espionage thriller, kind of close to what we had in Captain America, the Winter Soldier. So it makes sense that she would be in the show because she just fits the whole vibe of the series, and especially because there's been rumors of like a Secret Warriors forming, and also actually, again, depending on if Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is canon, that show did end with Daisy Johnson, Chloe Bennet's character, being in space. And we know that obviously Secret Invasion is going to be dealing with space because it's literally an invasion of aliens, the Skrull race, and where we last left off with Nick Fury, he was in space, and this could also connect to the sword and all that kind of stuff as well. So I just think this makes perfect sense, and up until this point it has just been kind of loose theories and loose rumors, but now Chloe Bennet herself may have just possibly confirmed this, because we have this exchange on Twitter where Charles Murphy, of course, frequent scooper we talk about here on the channel fairly often, great, reliable source, but also kind of a jerk and douchebag in real life. So he was saying some stuff on Twitter about her basically not being a bad actress, and like, oh, you know, her being on screen next to somebody of the likes of Samuel L. Jackson, oh, that just wouldn't work out. So then she clapped back and said, hey man, you seem like a mean loser. Also, I have a strong feeling your tweets aren't going to age very well. So, right there, I'd say, I mean, if his tweets aren't going to age well, I'd say that probably means she's going to be appearing on screen with Samuel L. Jackson, which would, of course, be in the Secret Invasion Disney Plus series. So, I mean, obviously, it's not direct confirmation, but the series is going to be our next live-action MCU Disney Plus series. We still don't know when it's coming out. It's supposed to be springtime. What I've heard is possibly May. So it'll be a while before we end up getting this series. Hopefully, we get a new trailer sometime in the next couple months. But I think, again, Chloe Bennet's Quake would just fit in so well to this series, and just bringing her into the MCU, this show would be the perfect time to do it. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this possible kind of basically confirmation from Chloe Bennet herself that she may possibly be returning as Daisy Johnson, aka Quake, to the MCU for the Secret Invasion Disney Plus series? So thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.